Strategic rollout of AI and silicon engineering initiatives by 2025. Date, February 24, 2025. Overview. In February 2025, Apple Incorporated made a landmark announcement regarding a multi-billion-dollar initiative focused on artificial intelligence, AI, and silicon engineering. This plan outlines a $500 billion investment over the next 4 years, targeting the creation of approximately 20,000 jobs within the United States. A key component of this initiative is the establishment of a new facility in Houston, Texas, dedicated to the manufacturing of AI servers, with operations set to commence by 2026. Key highlights: investment and job creation. Commitment to innovation. Apple's CEO Tim Cook highlighted the company's dedication to American innovation, framing the investment as a continuation of Apple's historical commitment to the U.S. market. This pledge aligns with previous investments made during both the Trump and Biden administrations. Despite scrutiny over the fulfillment of past promises. Meeting with government officials. Strategic discussions. The announcement was preceded by a significant meeting between Tim Cook and former President Donald Trump, where the discussions revolved around strategies for shifting production back to the U.S. in light of tariffs imposed on Chinese imports. Trump emphasized that this move would help Apple avoid tariffs, thus reinforcing the economic ramifications of the current trade environment. Role of Foxconn. Manufacturing partner. Foxconn, Apple's primary manufacturing partner, is expected to play a crucial role in this expansion. The company has been investing heavily in operations outside of China, including the establishment of facilities in Texas and Mexico. The Houston site will enhance Foxconn's capabilities in AI server production, diversifying its manufacturing footprint amid changing trade policies. Broader context and implications. Domestic production trend. This investment reflects a broader trend among U.S. companies to increase domestic production in response to rising tariffs and geopolitical tensions. Apple's strategic plan aligns with other tech giants' efforts to bolster AI infrastructure, viewing it as a competitive advantage in the ever-evolving tech landscape. Timeline of events. 1. January 2025, early reports hinted at potential private sector investments in AI infrastructure, setting the stage for Apple's forthcoming announcement. 2. February 2025, Tim Cook meets with President Trump to discuss production strategies and the economic impact of tariffs on Apple's operations. 3. February 24, 2025, Apple publicly reveals its ambitious investment plan, job creation goals, and the Texas facility's construction. Summary of coverage. Source analysis. 1. New York Times. Focuses on the investment specifics and includes quotes from key figures such as Tim Cook. It contextualizes the decision within the framework of past commitments to American manufacturing and highlights the role of tariffs in shaping this initiative. 2. Axios. Provides a summary of the meeting between Cook and Trump, emphasizing the implications of the discussions for Apple's production strategy and the broader economic context. 3. Reuters. Discusses the potential for increased private sector investments in AI infrastructure, hinting at the strategic importance of such initiatives for economic growth and job creation. Common themes. Investment scale. All sources agree on the magnitude of Apple's investment and the potential for job creation. Foxconn's role. The involvement of Foxconn is consistently highlighted, showcasing its importance in Apple's manufacturing strategy. Impact of tariffs. The influence of U.S. tariffs on the decision to shift production back to American soil emerges as a key theme across the reports. Conclusion. Apple's strategic rollout of AI and silicon engineering initiatives marks a significant move in the tech industry, underlining the company's commitment to innovation and domestic production. This investment, driven by both economic considerations and geopolitical factors, positions Apple to enhance its competitive edge while contributing to job creation and technological advancement in the United States. The establishment of the Houston facility symbolizes a pivotal shift towards a more localized manufacturing approach, reflecting broader trends within the tech sector. The content reveals several counterintuitive pieces of information regarding Apple's strategic rollout of AI and silicon engineering initiatives. 1. Massive investment versus past commitments. Despite announcing a staggering $500 billion investment in AI and silicon engineering, Apple has a history of not fulfilling its previous commitments to invest in U.S. manufacturing and job creation. This raises questions about the credibility of such announcements and whether they will translate into actual changes on the ground. 2. Job creation amid automation. The announcement of creating 20,000 jobs in the U.S. contrasts sharply with the reality of automation and AI's potential to reduce job opportunities in traditional manufacturing roles. Thus, while the investment promises job growth, it could also lead to an overall decrease in employment opportunities due to technological advancements. 3. Geopolitical tensions driving domestic manufacturing. The impetus for shifting production back to the U.S. is largely driven by rising tariffs and geopolitical tensions rather than purely business strategy or innovation motives. This suggests that Apple's decisions may be more reactive than proactive, undermining the narrative of a visionary strategy for domestic investment. 4. Foxconn's role in investment. While Foxconn is portrayed as a significant partner in Apple's U.S. investments, the company's prior heavy reliance on Chinese manufacturing indicates a fundamental inconsistency in its operational strategy. Their investment in U.S. facilities appears to be a reaction to trade pressures rather than a long-term shift in their business model. 5. Political influence on business decisions. Tim Cook's meeting with President Trump and the subsequent announcement might suggest that political relationships and pressures are playing a more substantial role in business decisions than the company's intrinsic market strategies. This intertwining of politics and business could be seen as counterintuitive given the traditional viewpoint of corporate independence and strategic planning. 6. Focus on AI servers and broader industry trends. The emphasis on building AI servers in the U.S. reflects a broader trend among tech giants to invest heavily in AI infrastructure. Yet it also highlights a potential over-reliance on specific technology sectors. This might not align with consumer demand or market dynamics, suggesting a possible misalignment between investment directions and market needs. 7. Public perception versus actual impact. The announcement is framed positively in terms of American innovation and job creation. Yet the actual impact of such investments on the economy and local job markets remains uncertain. There is a potential disconnect between public perception shaped by corporate communications and the actual outcomes of such initiatives. These counterintuitive aspects highlight the complexities and contradictions underlying Apple's strategic plans in the broader context of U.S. manufacturing and technology investment. Important content in Apple's strategic rollout of AI and silicon engineering initiatives. 1. Investment scale and commitment. The staggering $500 billion investment represents one of the largest commitments by a tech company to domestic production and innovation. While many reports highlight this figure, the significance of this investment goes beyond numbers. It signals a potential shift in the manufacturing landscape, particularly as U.S. companies increasingly focus on domestic production in response to geopolitical tensions and supply chain vulnerabilities. This move could catalyze similar investments from other tech giants, fundamentally altering the competitive dynamics in the tech sector. 2. Job creation context. The announcement of creating approximately 20,000 jobs is notable, especially considering the current economic climate and the ongoing discussions about job quality and workforce development in the U.S. However, what often gets overlooked is the nature of these jobs. They may not only involve manufacturing roles but also high-skilled positions in AI and silicon engineering. This could lead to a strengthening of the tech talent pool in the U.S., directly impacting innovation and the ability to compete globally in AI technologies. 3. Geopolitical and economic implications. The timing of the announcement following a meeting with President Trump. highlights the intersection of corporate strategy and political maneuvering. Many reports mention the tariffs but fail to delve deeper into how these trade policies are reshaping corporate strategies. Apple's decision to move production back to the US can be seen as both a response to immediate economic pressures and a long-term strategic pivot to ensure resilience against future trade disruptions. This aspect is critical for understanding the broader implications for US-China relations and the tech industry's future. 4. Foxconn's role. Foxconn's involvement is consistently mentioned, yet the full implications of this partnership are often understated. As Apple's primary manufacturer, Foxconn's expansion into Texas for AI server production is significant not only for Apple but also for the entire North American tech ecosystem. This move can lead to the establishment of a more localized supply chain, reducing reliance on overseas manufacturing. Understanding Foxconn's strategic importance and its investment in U.S. operations could provide insights into the future of manufacturing in the tech industry, particularly as companies aim to mitigate risks associated with global supply chains. 5. Technological infrastructure development. The focus on building a facility dedicated to AI servers is a critical aspect of this initiative that may be overlooked. This investment in infrastructure is essential for sustaining the growth of AI technologies within the company and ensuring that Apple remains competitive against other tech giants. The construction of this facility is not merely about creating jobs, it indicates a broader commitment to advancing AI capabilities and could lead to significant advancements in the technology sector. The facility in Houston could become a hub for innovation, attracting talent and fostering collaboration with local universities and research institutions. 6. Long-term vision. While the immediate impacts of this investment are discussed, the long-term vision for Apple's AI and silicon engineering initiatives is often not fully explored. This strategic initiative could lay the groundwork for future technological advancements and potentially position Apple as a leader in AI technologies. The commitment to invest heavily in R&D alongside manufacturing suggests that Apple is not just looking to address short-term challenges but is also preparing for the future landscape of technology. 7. Impact on local economies. The local economic impact of Apple's investment is another significant point that might not receive adequate attention. The establishment of the Houston facility will likely stimulate the local economy, not just through job creation but also by attracting ancillary businesses and services that support the tech industry. This could lead to a ripple effect, fostering a tech ecosystem in Texas that could benefit both local communities and the broader economy. 8. Regulatory and compliance challenges. The complexities of U.S. regulations and compliance requirements associated with such an extensive investment are often underappreciated. As Apple navigates these challenges, it must balance innovation with adherence to various regulatory frameworks, including labor laws, environmental regulations, and trade compliance. The implications of these challenges could affect the speed and success of the rollout, making it a critical area to monitor in the coming years. 9. Broader industry trends. Apple's investment aligns with a broader trend among tech companies focusing on AI and domestic production. This trend reflects a growing awareness of the need for technological sovereignty, particularly in critical areas like AI and semiconductor manufacturing. The interplay between corporate strategy and national interests in technology is an emerging theme that could shape the future landscape of the industry. 10. Corporate accountability and transparency. Lastly, the historical context of Apple's previous commitments and the scrutiny they faced for unmet promises is a critical aspect that deserves attention. The company's track record raises questions about accountability and transparency in corporate commitments. As Apple moves forward with this initiative, stakeholders will be closely watching its progress and adherence to the promises made, which could set a precedent for future corporate investments in the U.S. Conclusion. In summary, while the announcement of Apple's $500 billion investment in AI and silicon engineering is significant in itself, the broader implications of this initiative stretch into multiple domains, including economic, geopolitical, and technological landscapes. The interplay of these factors is crucial for understanding the future trajectory of the tech industry, making it essential for stakeholders to consider the nuances and potential outcomes of such a monumental commitment. 1. Significant investment in job creation. Apple's commitment to invest $500 billion in AI and silicon engineering initiatives over the next 4 years is monumental, especially in the context of U.S. economic recovery and innovation. The pledge to create approximately 20,000 jobs underscores the company's role in bolstering the American workforce and highlights its focus on domestic production. This investment not only strengthens Apple's operational capabilities but also positions the company as a leader in the AI sector, setting a precedent for other technology firms to follow. The emphasis on job creation aligns with broader economic goals, potentially revitalizing local economies and addressing unemployment issues in the tech sector. 2. Strategic facility development. The establishment of a new manufacturing facility in Houston, Texas, dedicated to AI server production marks a significant shift in Apple's manufacturing strategy. This facility is expected to commence operations by 2026 and will serve as a critical component of Apple's AI infrastructure. By localizing production, Apple aims to mitigate the risks associated with overseas manufacturing, particularly in light of recent tariffs and geopolitical tensions. The collaboration with Foxconn, a key manufacturing partner, illustrates the importance of strategic alliances in achieving operational efficiency and expanding technical capabilities in the face of evolving market demands. 3. Geopolitical and economic context. The decision to shift production back to the U.S. is heavily influenced by the current trade environment, particularly the tariffs imposed on Chinese imports. Tim Cook's discussions with President Trump underscore the intersection of corporate strategy and government policy as Apple seeks to navigate these challenges while maintaining its competitive edge. This context not only reflects the immediate business implications for Apple but also signals a broader trend among U.S. companies aiming to increase domestic production in response to evolving trade policies. The strategic pivot is emblematic of how geopolitical factors are reshaping the landscape of technology manufacturing and investment. 4. The role of Foxconn. Foxconn's involvement in Apple's AI server production at the Houston facility is a critical aspect of this initiative. As Apple's primary manufacturing partner, Foxconn's investments in diversifying its operations outside of China are crucial for both companies to adapt to shifting market dynamics. The collaboration not only enhances Apple's manufacturing capabilities but also allows Foxconn to strengthen its position in the U.S. market amid rising tariffs and trade uncertainties. This partnership exemplifies the importance of strategic manufacturing alliances in capitalizing on new opportunities within the tech industry, particularly in AI and silicon engineering, where demand is expected to grow exponentially. 1. The Manhattan Project, 1942 to 1946. During World War II, the United States initiated the Manhattan Project, a research and development project aimed at creating the first nuclear weapons. With an investment of approximately $2 billion, equivalent to over $25 billion today, this initiative brought together some of the greatest scientific minds, including Robert Oppenheimer and Enrico Fermi. The project involved multiple phases, including the construction of facilities at Los Alamos, Oak Ridge, and Hanford. The successful development and deployment of atomic bombs in 1945 ultimately changed the landscape of global military power and initiated the nuclear age. 2. Apollo Program, 1961 to 1972. The Apollo program was a series of missions undertaken by NASA with the objective of landing humans on the Moon and bringing them safely back to Earth. Initiated by President John F. Kennedy's challenge in 1961, the program saw significant investment, approximately $25.4 billion at the time, equivalent to over $150 billion today, and involved multiple phases including unmanned test flights, manned missions, and lunar landings. The culmination of this initiative was Apollo 11, which successfully landed astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on the Moon in July 1969, marking a significant achievement in space exploration and technology. 3. The Human Genome Project 1990 to 2003, launched in 1990. The Human Genome Project was an international research initiative aimed at mapping and understanding all the genes of the human species. With an investment of approximately $3 billion, this project involved collaboration among scientists from around the world and progressed through various phases of planning, sequencing, and data analysis. The successful completion of the project in 2003 provided critical insights into human genetics, paving the way for advancements in medical research, personalized medicine, and biotechnology with profound implications for healthcare and the understanding of human biology. Future outlook. Predictions for Apple's AI and silicon engineering initiatives by 2025. As Apple embarks on its ambitious $500 billion investment strategy in artificial intelligence, AI, and silicon engineering, the implications are vast, touching upon technology, the economy, and societal trends. This strategic rollout is expected to unfold in 5 development phases by 2025, each with distinct objectives and anticipated outcomes. Phase 1, Infrastructure Development 2025 to 2026. Predictions. Facility construction and operational launch. The new facility in Houston will be fully operational by 2026, focusing on AI server manufacturing. This phase will likely see Apple and Foxconn rapidly scaling up production capabilities to meet the growing demand for AI infrastructure. Job creation. The project is projected to create an initial 5,000 jobs in construction, manufacturing, and engineering roles, contributing to local economies in Texas and beyond. Impact. This phase will set the foundation for Apple's positioning in the AI landscape, emphasizing the importance of local manufacturing amid shifting global dynamics. Phase 2, R&D and Talent Acquisition 2026 to 2027. Predictions. Intensive research and development. Apple will invest heavily in R&D, focusing on AI algorithms, machine learning, and hardware-software integration. Collaborations with universities and research institutions for talent acquisition and innovation are expected to flourish. Recruitment drive. An aggressive talent acquisition strategy will draw top engineers, data scientists, and AI researchers, significantly enhancing Apple's capabilities in these domains. Impact. This phase will enable Apple to innovate continuously, ensuring that its AI offerings remain competitive and cutting-edge, fostering a culture of innovation within the company. Phase 3, Product Integration and Ecosystem Expansion 2027 to 2028. Predictions. AI-driven product launches. Apple is anticipated to unveil new AI-integrated products and services, enhancing existing device capabilities and potentially introducing new categories, e.g. AI-powered wearables or home devices. Ecosystem synergy. The integration of AI across Apple's ecosystem, iOS, macOS, and services like iCloud will enhance user experiences, creating a seamless environment that leverages AI for personalized interactions. Impact. This phase will likely solidify Apple's status as a leader in AI technology, driving user engagement and customer loyalty through enhanced product functionality. Phase 4, Scaling Operations and Global Outreach 2028 to 2029. Predictions. Expansion of manufacturing and R&D facilities. Following the success of the Houston facility, Apple may consider establishing additional sites in other states or internationally to scale production and R&D efforts. Global partnerships. Collaborations with international tech firms, research institutions, and governments will expand Apple's footprint in the global AI market, promoting cross-border innovation. Impact. This phase will position Apple not just as a U.S. leader but also as a global player in the AI landscape, with a diversified manufacturing and research strategy that mitigates geopolitical risks. Phase 5, Sustainability and Ethical AI Development 2029 to 2030. Predictions. Focus on sustainable practices. Apple will likely prioritize sustainability in its AI initiatives, utilizing renewable energy sources for production and developing energy-efficient AI technologies. Ethical AI framework. A commitment to ethical AI development will emerge, addressing issues such as bias, privacy, and security. Apple may establish a framework to guide its AI practices, ensuring responsible usage of technology. Impact. This final phase will reflect a comprehensive approach to innovation that balances technological advancement with societal responsibilities, reinforcing Apple's brand reputation and consumer trust. Conclusion. Apple's strategic rollout of AI and silicon engineering initiatives by 2025 is poised to reshape not only the company but also the broader technological landscape. The phased approach ensures that each step builds upon the previous one, creating a robust framework for innovation, job creation, and responsible technology development. As the company navigates economic and geopolitical challenges, its commitment to domestic production and ethical practices will likely enhance its competitiveness and position as a leader in the global AI market. Through these initiatives, Apple is set to play a pivotal role in the next wave of technological advancement, driving growth and setting benchmarks for the industry.